Oak tree. This tree has some nice features like being able to drop apples, but you can eat these apples, which makes no sense. In real life, they contain oak apples, which are unedible for the human. Anyways, instead of just oak saplings dropping from the tree, acorns drop too. These can be used to regrow oak trees, and acorn can be used as a weapon. They do 2 hearts to any mob and extra damage to snow golems, because why not? They don't do shit anyway. Fancy oak tree. This tree is apparently fancy and also a pain to get the wood from. Oh my gosh. But I have a genius feature for this tree. Baby villagers will sometimes go to these swings in daylight and even use them. And you can even push the swing to make them go faster or even make them die. Oh yeah, if you were wondering, you can use them too. I love fun murder. Spruce tree. This boy right here has other unique tree types as well as some sexy wood. But what does it not have? Not sexy leaves. So on the 24th to the 26th of December, the leaves will have decorations to match the holiday theme. This feature already exists with chests and double chests, so it's a welcome addition. Mega spruce tree. This guy is big and also spawns podzol when the saplings finish growing. Not bad. So let's make it a 1 out of 500 chance or so for a naturally spawning tree to contain a spiral staircase treehouse. That gives it a bit more life in the both mega taigas and also makes it a little bit more special. It houses the elusive illusioner, which has been dormant for years. Maybe it's time to bring him a drop too. Birch trees. Now there is a big hatred towards the wood for whatever reason, but they aren't the target, it's the orange one, guys. Well, this one is easy. I'm taking a little inspiration from the concept art. So Goyles, let's add some mushrooms hanging from the tree, am I right? This is great, because we had 2 overworld mushrooms for a long time. So this will be a nice addition. Jungle tree. Jungle trees are the only trees that can have cocoa beans be grown on. But I legit had no creative ideas for this one. So I decided just to have a rare fallen tree for more ambience. How original, am I right? Mega jungle tree. This tree is a natural big boy. It gets all the girls. But it should also get a village connected to it as well. Am I right? I mean, there are jungle villagers for no reason at the moment, so this makes sense in my eyes. But obviously, the village needs some more trees than just one. So it'll be like 5 trees or so with a village on it. A city in the sky, or Cloud City if I must. Acacia tree. Wait, do you even pronounce it as acacia tree? Alright. I guess I got it right. I personally don't really like this tree, and especially its wood type. It looks like ass in my opinion, and I can count the times I've used it on one hand. Anyways, my idea for this tree is to add, well, termites that spawn naturally on some of the trees. And with these termites, you can make dead wood, which could make a nice gray wood type. Dark oak tree. This tree is cool because it is the only family of trees to be exclusively grown with 4 saplings only.
So since the dark forests don't have any somewhat common structures, I'm proposing the idea of a secret illager base under one of the trees uncommonly. Kinda like an igloo, but with better loot and an actual cool design.
Crimson tree. These trees are actually cool as but something that could make them cooler and more worth going to is having some chains and lanterns on trees hanging with a piglet banner on them. It shows that the Crimson Forest has been explored by the piglins, and specifically the Crimson Forest because that has the highest spawning rates of the piglins. Warp tree. Since Endermen spawn in this blue tree biome, actually strictly Endermen, let's add another mob that can appear in this biome because in my opinion, this biome isn't really that dangerous.
The Endermite is the mob I want to include, and it comes from breaking any part of the tree uncommonly, like 1 out of 10 or something.
It could even make it easier to get monsters hunted, the advancement which requires you to kill every hostile mob except the warden. Mangrove tree. This is another where I had very few ideas for it, since this tree is already packed with features like having actual roots and having fire trapdoors. So this is kinda unoriginal, but my idea is a big tree in a somewhat decently sized lake. It's just a big tree, I don't know what else to say apart from maybe under these big trees you can find fossils easier. Cherry tree. Back in 1.20 when the cherry tree came out, I know most people wanted a cool cherry village. Japanese style probably. So yeah, let's add that. Japanese style cherry trees with their god. Yes, god being the mystical cherry tree, obviously. Shaped differently than other cherry trees. Every day at 12 p.m., they go outside and start praying for fortune and safety. Azalea tree. I love this tree. It looks super nice, and it has a lot of fun features, like being the only way to get rooted dirt, and it's also the only tree to have 2 leaves types. But something that does bother me is that we have normal moss, like normal azalea leaves, but we don't have flowering moss, unlike flowering azalea leaves. So, 1 moss and 1 flowering azalea leaves makes flowering moss. Trust me, this will be cool. Huge red mushroom. Yeah, according to the Minecraft wiki, this is considered a tree for some reason. Alright, I guess. So for the red mushroom but big, I decided to have one of them small houses quite uncommonly. I think this works well because it's like almost made for houses, Lamau. I remember building houses in these. Huge brown mushroom. I literally got no fucking clue what I should do here. So, here's a trade offer. You get Mushroom Tower, and I get your soul. I mean, it looks cool, and hear me out. Skyscraper.
Chorus plant. Yeah, even this shit is considered a tree. Let me be real. Has anyone legit mined this before? Like, cool, I can get popcorn and use that to make purple tiles? Yay. Why not just give it a light source since the end feels very dark and lifeless? I don't know, I guess a kind of purple black light source like crying obsidian, maybe?
Potato tree. Yup, even this tree gets a mediocre feature. Yeah, let's add an advancement, I guess. I have really no clue. If you sneak 10 times on the tree, you get an advancement. Yup, I swear this is the only thing I could have come up with. Good day or good night, guys.